So let me run my application again. So let me check whether outside server is running or not. So how we are going to check whether our server is running or not in outside of the IDE? Services.msc. Okay, Windows R, you can type services.msc, then it will come this pop-up. See, the outside Tomcat server is running. Okay, na? So it should not. While running the application in IDE, okay, right, you can stop this one. So in the left side, there is stop or restart. Two links are there. Okay, so you can stop it. Okay, now Tomcat is not running, empty status. Okay, na? It means it is not running. Okay, close this window. So let me run my application. Right click on it. Right click on it. Why today my soap is very slow? I don't know. Okay, run as come on. Yeah, run on server. See, if you are developing the application while creating the project, right? The packaging under the version, right? There is a group ID, artifact ID. After that version, the fourth one is what option? Packaging. So if this packaging, if you are a select jar, you can't see like this. Getting my point? Because few of the students face this problem. That's why I'm repeating again. Packaging, if it is the web application related, you should select it what? Where instead of jar. Okay, now? Right. Where stands for web archives. Jar stands for Java archives. Okay. Right. Run on server. My soap is very slow. Okay. Right. Here selecting the Tomcat version, that is 9 version, server at localhost. Okay. Right. So arrow next. Arrow next. Class code. I already shared here yesterday this example online. Is that pre? Pre. I already shared the example in the Google Drive. Okay, please collect it. Okay, one application only in the right side. Left side you can create multiple. Okay, but the right side configured. It means only one application you have to deploy. Okay, right. This is what deployment process. Okay, right. So our server is what running, up and running. Open the console. So as of now, there is no error. Okay, check it out here. No error in the console. If you are open, no error in the console. Okay, the port number is what here? 2020. So the Tomcat container is what? Catalina. The Catalina is what? Started. Okay, right. No, so there is no errors here. Then what you need to pass here in the URL. Okay, na? Going for the web.xml file, because the web application is going to start what? Web application web.xml file, that to URL pattern. Come on. Okay. Hello. 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 Hmm. Okay. Hello. 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 Right. Okay. Thank you. Right, guys. What? No voice. Hmm. Now you are getting not audible. Vishnu. Are you okay? Right. Classroom code. That is Google Drive కూడా. Google Drive యాక్సెస్ ఉంటే వస్తుంది కదా. So I hope you Right? Is it audible to everyone? Online? Just type in the chat box. Clear? Okay, perfect. Okay, so coming to the URL pattern, we don't provide any name, right? Just providing the just a slash. That is representing what? Root to directory. Okay, then okay, right. So now we can go for the controller class. In the controller class, request here what? We need to pass what? Welcome. Okay, na? So going forward, it is coming as what? Request map. We are giving what? Get mapping. In the controller point of view, get mapping. In the HTTP servlet request, do get method is there, right? Might be whether you are aware of or not, I'm not sure. So get purpose is what? Getting, yes or no? Getting something from where? From the server in the advanced Java level. Getting my point? So here also, we are getting something. Then we have to use what? Get mapping. In advanced Java, listen, in advanced Java, do get to, do post to, do delete to, do trace to, do option methods are there. Coming to the framework level, instead of get method, like do get method, there is a annotation called what? Get mapping. Am I right? There is a do post method is there in advanced Java. That do post method related, there is a one more annotation, post mapping. Getting my point? So like that, here get mapping. The value is what? You need to provide what? Welcome. Where? In the URL. Am I right? In the URL, you can pass what? Welcome. Just enter. What is this here? Welcome to Naresh IT. What is the default locale? Which language? English. That's why we are getting what? English. So, what are the languages available here? French you have, Telugu you have, TE, right? Messages underscore FR. That is French. TE, Telugu. If you are ignore anything like just messages dot properties, the default locale I mentioned here what? English. Getting my point? Okay. Now I will explain each and every line. Don't worry. Okay. Right. Coming to here, what is the argument you need to pass? Can you tell me? What is the argument you should pass? Argument type is what? The parameters. Sorry. Where is the XML file? Yeah. So the default locale is what? English. This bean got executed. Clear? Okay. Now see, I want to pass the one argument. I want to pass the one argument in the URL. Whenever you are passing the argument, that means the respective language you are expecting. Getting my point? You are respecting like argument, parameter is nothing but what here? S and O is equal to what? 101. Like that, here I am taking what? The argument type is what? Or the parameter type is what? Lang. Name. How we are going to pass the here parameter? Question mark. Yes or no? Question mark. What is the parameter name? Lang. Lang. Equal to. What is the two letters here? Messages underscore FR underscore T. Some other language also. Okay, let me pass language equal to what? FR. That parameter here. Okay. That means which language you are looking for? French. Getting my point? Getting the French language online? Come on. French, right? If you have any doubt, go for the respective properties file. This one, messages, hyphen, sorry, underscore, what? Welcome dot messages. What is that name? Something. What is the name it is converted? I am passing what? Welcome to Naresh IT. Yes or no? Instead of that welcome to Naresh IT, in the French language, it was converted like that. Yes or no? Right? So one more locale you have, that is Telugu. So let me pass the language, that is that parameter, what? TE. Naresh Ittuku Swagatam. Naresh IT actually, IT, it was treated as what it. Getting my point? So you got it. You saw English, you saw French, you saw Telugu. Okay. Now in front of you, I want to create one more language, that to Hindi. Okay. Let me check online. Guys, are you following? Just type in the chat box. Perfect. Okay. Right. Okay, guys. So I want to create one more language. Okay. Right. So where is that? I want to take this key. Let me create. Copy, paste it. It is saying what? What is the language? Hindi. That starting two letters is what? HI. Okay. Dot properties. Okay. Go for the HI. Okay. Right. Okay. Go for the Google Translator. Come on. Google Translate. So, what is that? Welcome to Naresh IT. This is the Telugu. Welcome to Naresh IT. Okay. My language is what here? Hindi. This is what? Hindi. Welcome to Naresh IT. Clear? All of you. Okay. Copy and paste it. Now, Hindi. Just refresh the application. HI. Yes or no? HI. Came? Right? Okay. See, output is not at all high priority. How the code is working, how internally it is going to linking each other. That is what we have to look into it. Clear? Okay. Our application is over, right? Are you understood? So, online. Can you confirm? Okay, right. Now you can go for a line like code by code, like file by file. Inside that file, line by line, you can discuss. Okay, right. Coming to the web.xml file. Now I am going to stop our application because it is automatically built. Okay, it is keep on disturbing us. I am closing all files except this web.xml file. Right. You know, this is what the XML version, that the encoding is what UTF. UTF stands for Unicoded Transformation Format. And 8 is what? 8-bit. Clear? Okay. Now, web app, for every web application, every web application, the root tag is what? Web app. Web app, that is web application. Clear? Even in your advanced Java also, that file only have to use. Getting my point? Next one, there is something XMLNS something. So this is representing what? DTD. DTD. Document type definition. Document type definition. This abbreviation everywhere same. Not in the Spring, even advanced Java also. Clear? DTD, document type definition. What is the purpose of this DTD? It is describing the version of XML. Getting my point? That XML related some configurations are there. Okay. Without this DTD also, our application will work. As your advanced Java, web app opening and closing tag is there, right? Similarly, here also you can use as it is. Clear? Okay. Next, coming to the servlet tag. Servlet tag, servlet open and servlet closing. Inside that servlet name, any logical name, that means ABC. Okay, perfectly valid. Okay, but in the servlet mapping, the servlet name also should be what? ABC only. Even the case also, whatever the case you are providing in the servlet as a servlet name, the same name, same case should be same as the servlet tag in the servlet mapping as well. Okay, next one, servlet class. In general, what is the servlet class you are providing in advanced Java? Whatever the servlet class you are going to develop, the respective servlet class only you can provide. With what? With fully qualified name. Yes or no? Okay. But here I am using what? There is a predefined servlet class is there. That is called what? Dispatcher servlet. It is a predefined. Okay. That is, how can you say, sir, it is a predefined? See, you can cross check. org dot, Spring Framework dot, web dot, next server, dispatcher servlet. Getting my point? Okay. So this is Spring Framework is what? Main package. Yes or no? That web is what? Sub package. Servlet is what? Sub package. What do you mean by package? Package is nothing but a collection of classes and interfaces and sub packages. Again, what do you mean by sub package? Same thing. Collection of classes, interfaces, sub packages. Yes or no? Right. Sir, in the core Java, can you tell me what is the sub package? Where it is? Suppose if you find java.awt.star, AWT abstract window toolkit, and there is a sub package called event. That means in the AWT, that is abstract window toolkit, you can able to create the buttons, checkboxes, radio buttons, text area, something. If we want to perform any action or if we want to raise any event, there is a sub package called what? Event. Getting my point? Similarly, in Spring Framework also, there is sub packages.
Getting my point? The Spring framework is what main package. The web, web is what? Sub package. Servlet is what? Sub package. Yes or no? Inside that servlet, you have a class called what? Dispatcher servlet. Getting my point? Clear? Right. See, the dispatcher servlet class, the dispatcher servlet class is not available in the Spring framework. Try to understand. The Spring framework is what main package. Under that sub package, under that sub package, under the sub package, able to identify what? Dispatcher servlet. Getting my point? Okay. So this is what the servlet configuration. I hope you got the clarity. Coming to the servlet mapping. See, if we have the servlet mapping is required. Mapping, what is in general meaning? Linking or connection. Getting my point? So which one? The servlet mapping is going to map with what? The servlet. That is, there is a above, whatever highlighted. Getting my point? So that is how it is going to map. The servlet name in the servlet tag and the servlet mapping, servlet name should be same. This is what the link. Getting my point? Hello, guys. Online. Online. Okay. Just confirm. Right. Okay. Right. So, next one is what? URL mapping. The URL mapping, there is a 3 ways you can able to map. 3 ways. One is absolute match, exact match, the second one. The third one is what? Extension match. Extension means what? Some dot, some name. For example, star dot to do something. Getting my point? That is what extension match, absolute match, exact match. Right? Okay. Now, this is what? What match? Exact match, absolute match. Exact match means what? I didn't provide any name here, right? Yes or no? Exactly. See, some twins are same, both are same, makki, like they're saying like that. Yes or no? So that means everything is same, color same, height same, weight same, face, everything is same, right? But here, there is no name. Absolute match. Okay, right. Next one, this is what the servlet configuration. If you want to develop the one servlet based web application for a single servlet, this configuration is enough. Getting my point? Sir, I have the in advanced Java point of view. If you are developing the more than one servlet class, where can I configure? Are this only that servlet mapping? One entry, is it enough? No. No. Okay. In Telugu, పప్పులన్నీ సేమ పిస్తా పప్పు బాదం పప్పు జీడి పప్పు there is a one more పప్పు also there, గన్నేరు పప్పు. If we eat like that, within hours based you can take the foreign ticket, right? Okay. Similarly, this is all. See, you develop the more than one servlet class, but you are providing only one entry. That means what? Representing only one servlet class, it is not enough. Clear? If you have the one servlet class, you required one servlet related. This servlet mapping entries are mandatory. That is 1:1 here. One servlet class, one servlet mapping entry is required. You have the two servlet classes, 2:2. Getting my point? Sir, servlet names, everything should be different or unique. Getting my point? This is for what? One first servlet. Maybe if you develop the second servlet, the servlet name both should be different. Yes or no? And servlet class also should be, whatever the servlet class you develop the second servlet, that servlet, the second servlet related class you should provide here. Getting my point? URL name also, URL pattern also should be unique queue. Getting my point? Okay. Next one, coming to the filter. Online, are you following? Right? Right, guys. So coming to the filter and filter mapping. It looks like what? Servlet only. Yes or no? It looks like what? Servlet. Servlet tag is there and servlet mapping tag is there. Here also filter tag is there and filter is there. Getting my point? Clear? Here also, instead of the servlet, you added what? Servlet filter name, filter class. Am I right? Next one, filter mapping. Like that. See. Here what? The filter class name is what? org dot spring framework dot web dot filter dot character encoding filter. Okay. So why is this one? The filter purpose is what? To trapping the request. Am I right? See, phone tapping. Did you heard about it? Why that phone tapping is required? For your general language, I am telling. What things is going on? Okay, you should know something like in general. If you want to tap that one, there is some privileges, some access is required, right? So if you are tapping like that, there is a big problem. Okay, na? Right. So here also there is a filter. Param name is what? Encoding. Param value is what? UTF. UTF, you know, right? That coding format. So are you looking for forcefully encoding? Yes. Yes. That's why you are provided what? The value line number 21. True. Okay. Param name, that is init param. Param name, encoding. Param value, UTF. Next, coming to the, again one more param, init param, that is initialized parameter. Okay. Right. Param name is what? Forcefully encoding. That value is what? It should be true. Getting my point? That is clear. Same filter mapping is what? The filter name, whatever you provided, encoding config filter. Here also in the line number 25, encode config filter. That is, as a servlet name in the servlet tag, in the servlet mapping, servlet name, both should be what? Same name and same case. Otherwise, the application should not run. Clear, guys? Next one, coming to the URL pattern. That URL pattern is what? Absolute only, right? After the slash, after that URL pattern, it is expecting what? Something. That is lang. Lang you providing, right? So that star means what here? Sometimes you are compiling in core Java. So if you have the more than one class, let's assume, if you want to come, instead of compiling each and every class, A.Java, B.Java, C.Java, instead of this process, how we are going to compile all classes at a time? Star.java. Yes or no? In the star, there is a class, there is a B class, there is a C class, some XYZ class. Yes or no? Clear? Okay. Like that, here, that lang is what? I am passing n number of things. French language I am passing, Telugu language I am passing, something, whatever it is. Clear? This is the story in the web.xml file. Are you clear? Offline and online. అర్థం కాలేదా? అర్థం అవుతుందా? నా బాధ అర్థం అవుతుందా? సార్ బుర్రకథ చెప్పినట్టు ఉంది సార్, అర్థం కావట్లేదు సార్. అలాగే ఏమైనా ఉంటే చెప్పండి. ఏమైనా స్పీడ్ అవుతుందా? ఇజ్ ఇట్ స్పీడ్? జెట్ స్పీడా? స్లోనా? ఇజ్ ఇట్ క్లియర్? నా ఇంటెన్షన్, వాట్ ఈస్ మై ఇంటెన్షన్ ఈజ్, everyone should be in same position, same line. See, if you are sleeping, I don't know, God will help you. Okay, na? Right? My intention, everyone should be on the same page. That is what I'm looking for. Okay, clear? Okay, na? Right. See, why I am going to take like little slow. If I shared at a single time, some people easily captured. If I discuss two times, some people maybe some understanding, some misunderstanding. The third level people also there. If you tell 1,000 times, they can't understand. God will help. Okay, na? That's what I'm repeating. Keep on. If you are missed any point anywhere, the second time repetition, the second time discussion might be you will come to that level. If you are not understand, please let me know. Okay, that is what web.xml file here. Coming to the dispatcher servlet hyphen servlet.xml file, some name, any name you can provide, no worries. Clear? Any logical name, but web.xml file, it should be web.xml file. It should be under available webinf folder. Yes or no? That webinf folder should be in uppercase, not in the lower case. Okay, why I'm to keep on repeating? You are in middle of the advanced Java. Some people might be in the beginning of the advanced Java. That's why don't do the mistake. There is a root folder. Under the root folder, webinf folder is there. The root folder you can give uppercase or lowercase or whatever it is. There is no harm. Under that webinf folder is there. That webinf folder should be in the uppercase. Web-nf, that is web information. Under the webinf folder, classes folder is there. Okay, that classes folder, that classes, each and every character should be in the lower case. Why the classes folder? The Java related files you need to place there itself. Yes or no? In the webinf folder, the web.xml file or maybe other XML files also you should be placed in the webinf folder. Clear? Okay, in the root folder, maybe some star.html files, some star.jsp files, some star.asp files, some star.php files, some star.js, that is JavaScript files. That is UI related complete files under the root directory or root folder. Okay, for XML file, there is a separate folder that is called webinf folder. For Java related classes or interfaces, there is a classes folder. Clear? Okay. Now coming to the dispatcher servlet. So any logical name. Okay. So this is what XML version. These are what? Schemas. These are not user defined, predefined only. Sir, how can I know what which one I have to add, which one I have to ignore? See, based on the error, you can get it from the online. Getting my point? So while creating the project, we should not get it. Yes or no? Based on that error, you should Google it and collect it. Clear? Okay. Now coming to the annotation driven. What is the purpose of this one? Come on here. What is the purpose of this tag? We already discussed it in the previous examples. To enabling what? To enabling what? Annotations. Yes or no? If you are not understand, better to note it down, like line number 14. As it is the same code I pasted in the Google Drive. Okay, na? You can write the file name, that line number. That purpose is what? So and so something. Clear? Okay. Coming to the line number 16 online. Are you okay? Sir, it is too long, sir, if you go this much. Sorry, it is too lag. Okay, if you go this much. Okay. Okay, Mahesh, ready? Okay, thank you. Right. Coming to the line number 16. Guys, don't sleep. ఆవలింతలొద్దు, తూలుడొద్దు. ఎలాగ నేను గాడిదలా గరుగుతామని మీరు నిద్రపోతున్నారంటే మీరు ఎంత లేజీ ఫెలోస్ నేను అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి. అవునా కదా? నేనేమన్నా స్లోగా జోలపాట పాడితే చెబుతున్నానా? దట్ ఈస్ కాంపోనెంట్ స్కాన్. అవునా? అవునా? అరుతున్నానుగా బాగానే, చెవులు బ్లడ్ గారేటట్టు అరుతున్నా. అవునా కదా? పాప నిన్న అమ్మాయి ఎవరు చెవులు మూసుకుంటుంది నా అరుపులకి. సరే, కమాన్. లైన్ నెంబర్ 16. Context component scan. That base package is what? In.Naresh IT. In Java related, how we are going to add that one? What annotation is recommended to use? Pom.xml. Component scan. In the component scan, what is the attribute? Base package, packages. Package. Base lowercase. In packages, P uppercase, lowercase. Sachindu gore. Akka uppercase. Okay na? నాకు తెలుసు ఇలాంటి జిమ్కి ఎత్తారని. సో అప్పర్ కేస్, రైట్? బేస్ ప్యాకేజెస్. నెక్స్ట్, ఇన్ ద XML, బేస్ ఐఫన్ package. Base hyphen package. That package in name, whatever you have. Okay, clear? Online jump one by one. Come on, listen carefully. We can't repeat again this one, right? Today is last for this application. Next one. This is for what? Some resource bundle message source class. This is object, any name. It is not recommended message source something. You can give ABC, some XYZ, whatever it is. That is object of which class? Resource bundle message source. The property file name representing, that coding format you representing, that cache, how many seconds you want. Just like place like what is 0. It is like optional. So this is what been clear. Any doubt, guys? Are you okay? Others? Next one. So this is what to representing the default locale. What is the default locale? That is what session local resolver. This is what local resolver, any name. Okay, the default locale is what? The value English. Okay, right. One more attribute is there. That is what? MVC interceptors. Inside there is a bean tag. That too, what is the local change interceptor? See, if you want to change the locale, that is, if you want to change the language, am I right? What is the name? Local change interceptor. I want to change the locale. So if you see some X language, I want to see in the Y language. I want to see some Z language, something like that. So this is the place. Local change interceptor. What is the property? Parameter name is what? Param name. That value is equal to what? Lang. In the URL, question mark after the welcome, question mark, lang equal to FR, lang equal to TE, lang equal to HI. That is what? The default change locale. Sorry, the locale changing. Clear? The default locale English only. If you want to change that locale, you should go for what? You should use parameter is what? Long. Clear? Okay. The XML file story gone. It is over. Online, are you okay? Online, just confirm. Okay. Right. Coming to so the XML story is over. Even the formatted XML file based on whatever the concept you are implementing into your application, the respective Maven dependency you can configure. Getting my point? The respective Maven dependency you should collect it. From where? If we Google it, the Maven repository is there. In the Maven repository, version based you can select it. Can you go for that? Google repository. There is a Maven repository. See, from the Maven repository, based on the version, you can collect it. Okay? Where it is? Maven repository, central repository. See, here there is a versions. Module version, group ID, artifact ID, version, packaging. Getting my point? So here the Java version, here some dependencies I added. Here there is a build. Under that I'm adding some plugins which is related to Maven. Close the project. Clear? Okay. Formatted XML file is over. There is XML files also over. Okay, let me close them. Now, SRC main resources, that is under we are going to discuss properties file. That to language based. Messages underscore respective language. FR, that is French or Telugu or Hindi. Some default. Okay, clear? Where you are going to create these properties files? Under the SRC main resources. Okay, now all properties files should be placed under what? SRC main resources. Clear? Okay, right. Let me close all of them. Coming to our Java classes. First of all, go to the WebMEC configuration class. See, the configuration annotation, you are aware of it. To make our class as a configuration class, you should annotate it with what? @configuration. Clear? Next what? @enable WebMEC. That means what? To enabling the WebMEC in our application. Getting my point? That is what? Next one, component scan. Base packages, not base package. The XML base -package equal to in.narration. Right? In the XML. In the Java based, there is no space. Base packages. In the packages, P is what? Uppercase. Clear? Next one. What are the package name? Right? Okay. In the beginning, it is given to me left and right like anything. In the Java based configuration application, we started, right? So here I provided what base package in Naresh. My classes are available where? In the Naresh IT. Right? It was given left and right like anything. Next one. Next one. So public class web MEC config implements what? Web MEC configurer. That is to make our class as a web MEC configuration class, you should implement what? Web MEC configurer interface. Clear? If you in core Java level, there is multi-threading. If you want to make one more option, if you want to make the class as a thread class, you should implement what? Runnable interface. Yes or no? Similarly here also. So this is for what? Each and every method you should annotate it. That means the container is going to creating the object 1:1 ratio. One method, one object. That method should be annotated with what? @bin annotation. Clear? Okay, right. So coming to this message source is predefined one. Okay, now one method I created, that is resource bundle message source. I created one object for that. Okay, I'm setting base name is what? Messages. Base name is what? Messages. That is messages underscore fr. Yes or no? In XML also I did. Now, what is the default encoding format? That is UTF format. Yes or no? That is for what? 1 bin. As in the Spring configuration file, there is right in the XML file. There also mentioned in the XML entries like that. Here, locale resolver. What is the default locale you are using? Right? Locale dot what English? Yes or no? Next one. Do you have any doubt here, guys? Next one. If you want to change that locale, you can create one more method. What is that parameter name? Lang. Clear? Okay. Now add that interceptor, some repository I am using. That repository, inside that repository, I am calling what? That locale change interceptor method. It is coming here. It is executing this one. From repository, it is collecting. Okay, that's all about it. This configuration file. Do you have any doubt? Guys, are you okay? All of you. Online. How many of you? Interesting people. Are you listening properly? Are you following? Please come out from the Anubhavins Raja. Okay, right. Right, perfect. Thank you. Coming to the controller class. Controller class. See, guys, if you want to make our class as a controller class, you should be annotated with what? @controller. This is the stereotype, one of the stereotype annotation. Okay, one of the stereotype annotation. What do you mean by stereotype annotation? Simple గా ఒకటి చెప్పే తెలుగులో కుక్క పెత్తనం గాడి చేయదు కదా ఎవరు డ్యూటీ వాళ్ళు చేయటమే రైట్ if you want to make our class as a controller, then you can make it as what? Controller. If you want to make a class as a configuration class, you should be make it as what? Configuration class. If you want to create the object that to based on what method, that method should be annotated with what? @bin. Each and every annotation, it is going to perform its activity. Clear? Okay, controller class చేసుకెళ్ళి configuration class కి లింక్ చేయొద్దు, configuration class ని తీసుకొచ్చి controller కి లింక్ చేయొద్దు. అర్థమైందా? దేని డ్యూటీ దానిదే. రైట్. Next one, auto wire annotation. This is for what? To performing the dependency injection. Okay. Now message source, we are created one reference. Okay. This message source is what? Interface. That is what we created, what? On reference. So here we are using what? Get mapping. If you are using get, you are getting something somewhere. That's it. If you using the post, that is post mapping, that is you are sending the information. Yes or no? Do get to do post is what? Yeah, like that. Do get method purpose is what? Getting the information from the server. Sometimes also it is posting the information to the server. But mostly the do get method purpose is what? Getting the information from the server. Clear? And the do post method is there. It is always posting what information to the server, sometimes getting the information to the server as well. That is the least priority. But high priority is what? Posting the information. That is the do get. Do post is, do post. Do get is what? Always getting the information from the server. Clear? Okay. Like that, I am passing what? The root is what? In the URL. After executing our application. Okay. After my staging directory or after my root folder, you need to pass what? Welcome. Clear? Right? Welcome. It should uses that output is what? In the normal text format. Normal text format. Clear? And that char set is what? That is character set is what? UTF. Character set. Character set. That is UTF-8. Now the response body going to what? Yeah, here it can be getting what? Response. Now, welcome locale something. I'm passing the locale here. Locale, that means FR or HI or maybe TE. That is called what? Locale. The respective language. So, return message source dot get message welcome dot message. And the third argument is what? Null. And second is what? Null. The third one is what? The respective locale. The respective locale. Okay. Right. Now, this is what our application here. Okay. Finally, let me execute my application. After discussing that whole stuff, let me run my application. Run on server. Next, finish. Now you tell me for execution part. Don't ask me after listening entire Ramayana who is Sita. Don't ask me. Okay. Now you tell me, are online? Online there. Oh. What you need to pass here? No? Yes, sir. Hey, come on here. What you need to pass here? Not yes, sir. What you need to pass? Message or welcome? Message, sir. Welcome. Yes or no? Sir, where it is welcome, sir? The controller, right? Welcome. What it is going to execute? Default one. Yes. The default one is what? Welcome to Nourish. Clear? Right. I want to get the respect to some language. Okay. I need to pass what? Parameter. Yes or no? If you want to pass the parameter, what I have to do? Tell me. Question mark lang equal to the respective one. Okay. For example, T or maybe Hindi. Let me pass. Getting up? Right? Like that, the respective locale, you can get it. Right? Clear? Okay. Online. Right. Perfect. So that's all about it. This I18N application. The coding level, flow level, I explained. Clear? Okay. Right. Any doubt, guys? Offline. Any doubt? Clear? See, sir, how you developed or how it is going, like outcome. It is not like that. First of all, what are the files are required? Okay. And how we are going to develop how we are going to mapping one file to another file. That is what they're mandatory. If you are not getting the output, there is no problem. ఓకేనా? అవుట్పుట్ వచ్చింది, సంకలు ఎగరగొడతాం, ఏం చేస్తాం? దాన్ని తీసుకెళ్ళి ఏమన్నా టీసీఎస్ ఆఫీస్కి ఏమన్నా సబ్మిట్ చేస్తామా? ఏమీ లేదు కదా. బట్ ఇఫ్ యు నో హౌ టు డెవలప్, if you know how to configure, if you know how to giving the linking, that is one file to another file, that is the mandatory. Yes or no? If you go for the interview room, might be if you are not to get the output, there is no problem at all. But the way of approach, the interviewer are expecting. If we given the one problem, how we are going to solve this problem? What is your approach? That is what the interviewer expecting, right? The output, you can't give the laptop, he can't give the desktop. Okay, you can develop the code, you can execute the program, you can show me output. It is not lab YYCR. Yes or no? Right? It is not lab internals or external something. Okay, so your mindset will reading. Getting my point? That is what. How we are going to, so suppose take this example, I18N, how we are going to resolve this problem? How we are going to implement this application? What is your approach? Am I right? How can you tell, sir, one WebMEC configuration class is required? Okay, one controller is required. So based on your requirement, how many properties files you can create? You can create. Yes or no? So how we are going to map? You need to understand the code. Clear? Right. Okay, let me go for online people. Are you understand? Understand? Out of how many of you? Out of 56 students, there are spawning only 5 or max 10. What about others, sir? What are you doing? Are you understanding? Not offline, you are online. Okay, right. Tomorrow is what day? Holiday and jolly day. Right. If you are not to start your practice, yet to start, better to utilize Sunday. Okay, na? Right? I'm keep on teaching and explaining and everything. But if you are not to practice, useless. తెలుగులో ఏమంటారు? బోడిదలో పోసిన పన్నీరు లాగా అయిపోతుంది. అర్థమైందా? మీరు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయాలి. ఎంజాయ్మెంట్కి అయిపోయింది. ఇది లైఫ్ అండ్ డెత్. అర్థమైందా? హాస్టల్లో ఉంటా కూడా, కోర్సు నేర్చుకుంటా కూడా, ఎంజాయ్ చేద్దాం, ఆ సినిమాకి వెళ్దాం, ఇక్కడికి వెళ్దాం, అక్కడ ఇవన్నీ వద్దు. అర్థమైంది? జాబ్ వచ్చి నాకు నువ్వు ఏ పాడుపడ్డా పని అవుతుంది. జాబ్ రాకుండా జాబ్ వచ్చిన వాళ్ళలాగా బిల్డప్ కొట్టవద్దు. అర్థమైందా? మీ మంచి కోసం చెప్పా. డోంట్ మిస్అండర్స్టాండ్ మై వర్డ్స్. బిగినింగ్ లో ఎంత పెయిన్ బేర్ చేసానో అయినో. అర్థమైందా? నువ్వు ఒక లెవెల్కి వచ్చిన తర్వాత నిన్ను ఎవడ ఆపలేడు. అర్థమైందా? అది ఆ లెవెల్కి రాకముందే విష్ణు. యా, సో డోంట్ ఎంజాయ్ యర్ వితౌట్ జాబ్. దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ ఐఎమ్ ట్రైంగ్ టు కన్వే. ఓకే, ఫస్ట్ యూ నీడ్ కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ ఆన్ వాట్? learning the course, understanding the concepts of, then you can get the job, then you can start the enjoy. Yes or no? Without job, without learning concepts, without understanding the course and all, if you are keep on enjoy, after 6 months, your parents might be told, right? Your parents, in 6 months my course is completed, 7th month I am going to get the job in the TCS. Oh, they're expecting lot from you. Yes or no? No TCS, even startup company also you can't get it without subject. Yes or no? Right? That is what. I'm not discouraging you guys. I'm encouraging. Okay? So that is what. నేను కొంచెం Okay, okay. Right, right. Very lucky fellow. Thank you, Vishnu. Right. That's all about it, guys. Okay, we will connect on Monday with your respective times. If you have any doubt, please stay at least 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. Otherwise, we can leave it. Online, you also. If you have any doubt, please let me know. Otherwise, we can wind up the session. We can connect on Monday. So, with your respective timings. Thank you. Thank you.